So everybody thinks team life is, oh, you get to be with your wife, it's so easy. Well, it's not always easy. And my wife and I got in an argument this morning. Part of it is my fault, the way I acted towards something in a situation. I tend to get gruff and I tend to act, but I'll tell you the situation, you tell me. I went into Pilot in North Carolina. We took a shower. I brought in 3-gallon jugs with me. They were empty. We refill our water, right? I went to the tap, the little fountain thing, and I filled up my water, got my coffee, and I got a hot dog. I went up to the counter, said, hey, I had a hot dog, I ate it already, got some coffee. Okay. He goes, it'll be $8.50. I'm like, whoa, $8.50? Where do you get that? Well, I gotta charge you for the water. Charge me for the water? Maybe you misunderstood me. I didn't purchase these here. I brought these in empty. He goes, yeah, you brought in 3 empty-gallon jugs, and you filled them up at our fountain, and we're gonna charge you for that. You have to. And then he got really snooty and smart. That kind of smart-ass kid, young kid feeling that you just want to smack them in the fucking head and beat them like their daddy should have. Yeah, that's smart. So he goes, oh, well, you got to pay for what you get, sir. I'm like, oh, and it was that emphasis on sir. I'm like, hey, you can take that attitude and shove it up your ass. I'm not having the attitude. I'm not going to pay for water, for fucking free water. Well, I said, dude, I've been a truck driver for 12 years. I've never paid for water, refilling water. Restaurants give water for free. We're not in the 1930s anymore, okay? This is not a desert. Yeah, North fucking Carolina. You're not charging me for water. Well, he goes, well, you don't want to pay? I'll just call the cops. To which I said, okay, call the cops. I'd love to hear this. Yeah. So I said, I'm walking out of here. You do what you want. I walked out. I said, I'll be right back in. I walked out, put the waters up, put the coffee up, then walked back in to go hassle with this guy. I said, hey, I'm willing to pay for the hot dog and the coffee. And he took the next guest in line and said, oh, are you actually paying for your stuff? Because this guy's a thief. So then he calls me a thief. Oh, okay. I went off the rails a little bit. I did. I said, hey, I'm glad you're paying for your stuff, but watch it, because this small dick moron over here is going to try to charge you for shit he shouldn't be charging you for. Now, should I have said it? No. But Mr. Tiny Dick had an attitude, and I wasn't having it. So he goes, just get out of here and don't come back. Now, I got to thinking, and my wife got really mad at me. Oh, you embarrassed me, blah, blah, blah. You should have just paid it. I'm not paying for shit that I'm not supposed to pay for. That was almost $1.50 per refill for a gallon of free water. Now, I'm on to this dude's scandal now. Talked to some people. You can actually pocket that money at the credit card. I guess there's some kind of thing, you reverse the charge or whatever, or at the end of the day, you get the money out of the till. This guy's been charging people for water. Okay, how much money has he done it? You know, and people are just like, oh, well, he threatens people with the cops. Thinking, well, not this motherfucker, because this motherfucker ain't afraid of the cops, okay? So, he met his match. I thought, you know, maybe I should call the store. Maybe I overreacted. Maybe they, I'm not perfect. Maybe they do charge for water there. That'd be a first. I called the manager this morning. I asked her straight up, hey, I was there earlier today. I refilled my water from your fountain. You know, the little white tab. Do you guys charge for that? And she goes, no. Never. Oh, okay. Yeah, because your dude tried to charge me for it. She was shocked. Now, I guess this guy is on his 3rd strike now. It's one of those three strike programs where, you know, they have to get the company to 3 strike him before they can fire him. And she's been wanting to get rid of his ass for a long time. And no wonder. Have fun with unemployment, dude, because your ass is gone. This was the 3rd and 4th strike, okay? I told her the whole story of what happened, and she was shocked. She pulled it right up on the camera. And I guess they have audio on their camera, which is pretty cool. She pulled it up on the camera. She heard the whole thing. Her jaw was dropping as we were on the phone. Like, I cannot believe he did that. So, mind you, be wary of what people charge you for. There's a lot of scammers out there, especially in this day and time, especially with this political climate. There's a lot of scammers out there. And they try scare tactics like the cops. I know the law. I've been in jail. I know all about the law. And I know nobody's going to prosecute me over a hot dog and a fucking cup of coffee. But I was in there trying to pay. Now, when he kicked me out of the store, he refused my money. That's on him at that point. The manager was super cool about it. She, she apologized and she said, hey, if you're ever over here, just let us treat you. And I'm like, hey, you know what? I'm not looking for a handout. I'm not. But this guy needs to go. He's gone. I said, if you need somebody to whoop his ass, call me. I'd be more than happy to whoop his ass for you. But, he didn't, but he's gone now. So did I overreact? I'm sure I overreacted. I'm sure there's something that I could have done differently and had a different attitude about it, as not to embarrass my wife as much. But then again, it's 4 a.m. and I'm not quite up yet. My brain's like a cold diesel engine. It just needs time to warm up. And I'm not quite up yet. I'm not quite to that point. And, I need that time to wake up. And I don't have time for people's bullshit in the morning. So I guess my patience is not very good in the morning, and I overreacted and whatever. So my wife's all mad at me. Hopefully she forgives me when she sees this and knows that the guy was trying to steal from us, actually steal from us. He's going to pocket the money he made. How many people has he done this to? It's bullshit. How many hundreds of dollars has he made since he's worked there, charging people for water and pocketing on the back end? That is some bullshit. Anyway, y'all be safe and have a good one out on the road.